It's beer o'clock on Reload Craft Beer. Today we've got a beer from Watneys and it's a can of their Irony Craft Lager coming in at 4.6% ABV. 330 can, looks pretty good. Let's get the can out into a glass, see what we get. Nice bit of smoke on the can opening. Beer in the glass then. So, we have a very clear looking, light, pale, straw coloured beer. Good carbonation rolling up the side of the glass. We got a 2-finger white head. It very much resembles a lager. Yeah, it looks like a lager. Craft lager. Why is it a craft lager? Well, they added some hops. So it's a uber drinkable Kolsch style stunner with a super satisfying lemon citrus kick. We'll get on with the description on the back of the can later on. You are very much here for the beer review though, aren't you? So let's get the aroma. Yeah, most definitely that lemon kick kicks through on the back end, on the back of the palate. Yeah, and it smells like a Kolsch. And in terms of the style Kolsch, it's just going to be a really drinkable, refreshing, bitter, slightly sweet lager. That's what you're going to get from this style of beer. It's a style of beer that's going to refresh you in the summer months of the year. You could be able to knock back a few Kolsches, refresh yourself after a long day's work. I'm actually a big fan of this style of beer. Again, especially on these hot days in the summer. Not so much, it's not so hot anymore, it's September, but yeah, I'll still drink a Kolsch. Let's dive in. Cheers. Nice little bit of bitterness on the back end. Yes, that lemon zestiness comes through. It's got a little bit of kind of toffee malt coming through at the beginning. So we're talking, yes, very much a lager. Biscuit malt coming through at the beginning. So there's a nice balance. It's a nice balance between that slight sweetness from the malt and the bitterness on the back end. Extremely drinkable. Carbonation pushes the beer around the inside of the mouth. It's a real refresher of a beer. It's got that slightly spicy German, a Kolsch is a German style of beer. It's got that kind of slightly spicy, like a stinging nettle flavour on the back end. A bit like a Czech lager, German Kolsch style lager. Kind of Pilsner type beers. That stinging nettle taste you get, because the hop and the stinging nettle are cousins on the Charles Darwin chart. But it's tasty. It's really tasty. 4.6%, I think I said 4.6% ABV. I like the can design. It stands out. It's got a little bit of an emoji feel to it, I feel. Let's read the rest of the can then. People can be so sniffy about lager, even this refreshing, refined, uber drinkable Kolsch style stunner with a super satisfying lemon citrus kick. Pardon me, lager's so mainstream they bleat, so tell them this. You can't spell mainstream without all the letters in artisan. Now, isn't that ironic? Pretty ironic for me. Watneys. What do I know about Watneys Brewery? Very little, very little. I understand that they were quite a large affair years ago. They were very famous for a beer called Red Label. I only know this from, I was in the pub last night speaking to a few of the old boys. I said to these old boys that I've been sent some beer by Watneys. Thank you very much, Watneys, by the way, for sending me some beer. and they said, oh yeah, we know Watneys for their red label. So I don't know what happened to the brewery. Perhaps they got bought out by a bigger affair. I don't really know the history of what happened to the brewery, but it's nice to see them back. They've been brewing since 1837, which is pretty cool, yeah? I like a bit of history. Ideally, where would I drink this beer? Do you know, if I was mowing the lawn in the summer and I worked up a thirst and I wanted a beer afterwards, this would be the type of beer that would suit me down to the ground. Something which is uber drinkable, as they mentioned on the can. Very drinkable, very refreshing, very kind of juicy, and bang, you just want a lawnmower beer, just something to smash back. And this is exactly what this is. Yes, I'm going to call it a craft lager. There's some lemony kind of bitterness on the back end, maybe some Cascade hops in the beer. Let's rate it. Irony craft lager from Watneys Brewery. I like it. Yeah, I like it enough to give it an 8 out of 10. It's an 8 out of 10 from Reid Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom! And cheers.